so are the cedars of Lebanon. In the American West, the forests are dying faster than they can regrow. The comfortable assumption on which I'd based my life, that there would always be soaring trunks and the sweet smell of leaves, turned out to be something that had to be fought for, not an immutable reality. Indeed, my comfortable life was one of the reasons the forests were in danger. And it wasn't just the trees. Climate change threatened not just my own son's, but every child's future. So did rampant inequality and the accelerating tide of hatred, polarization, and mistrust. I came to believe that our singular focus on profit at any price was putting the future of the planet and everyone on it at risk. I came close to quitting my job, spending my days teaching MBAs, writing academic papers, and advising companies as to how to make even more money seemed beside the point. I wanted to do something. But what? It took me a couple of years to work out that I was already in the right place at the right time. I started working with people who had the eccentric idea that business could help save the world. A couple of them ran multi-billion-dollar companies, but most of them were in much smaller firms or much less exalted positions. They included aspiring entrepreneurs, consultants, financial analysts, divisional vice presidents, and purchasing managers. One was convinced she could use her small rug company to provide great jobs for skilled immigrants in one of the most depressed towns in New England. Several were trying to solve the climate crisis by building solar or wind companies. One was giving his life to accelerating energy conservation. One was pushing his company to educate and hire at-risk teenagers. Another was hiring convicted felons. Another was doing everything she could to clean up labor practices in the factories her firm ran across the world. Many were trying hard to channel financial capital to precisely these kinds of people, business leaders seeking to solve the great problems of our time. All of them were skilled business people, very much aware that the only way they could drive impact at scale was to ensure that doing the right thing was a both-and proposition, a means to both build thriving and profitable firms and to make a difference in the world. All of them were passionately purpose-driven, convinced that harnessing the power of private enterprise was a hugely powerful tool to tackle problems like climate change and, perhaps, to drive broader systemic change. I loved working with them. I still do. They strive to live fully integrated lives, refusing to wall off their work from their deepest beliefs. They struggle to create what one purpose-driven leader I know calls truly human organizations, firms where people are treated with dignity and respect, and motivated as much by shared purpose and common values as by the search for money and power. They try to make sure that business is in service to the health of the natural and social systems on which we all depend. But I worried. I worried that this approach to management would never become mainstream, that it was only exceptional individuals who could master the creation of both purpose and profit. I was convinced that in the long run, the only way to fix the problems that we face was to change the rules of the game, to regulate greenhouse gas emissions and other sources of pollution so that every firm has strong incentives to do the right thing, to raise the minimum wage, to invest in education and healthcare, and to rebuild our institutions so that our democracies are genuinely democratic and our public conversations are characterized by mutual respect and a shared commitment to the well-being of the whole. I couldn't see how a few purpose-driven firms could help drive the kind of systemic change that we would need to put these kinds of policies in place. My students, by this time I was teaching a course in sustainable business, shared my concerns. They had two questions. Can I really make money while doing the right thing? And would it make a difference if I could? The book you hold in your hands is my attempt to answer these questions, the result of a 15-year exploration of why and how we can build a profitable, equitable, and sustainable capitalism by changing how we think about the purpose of firms, their role in society, and their relationship to government and the state. I do not suggest that reimagining capitalism will be easy or cheap. My career has given me extensive first-hand experience.